So I wanted to go over today about the Microsoft 365 program and how it can help you in your cybersecurity career. A lot of people, when they look at the Microsoft 365 program, they just instantly assume, oh, it's just going to be about Microsoft 365 products. That's not my niche. I don't want to do just Microsoft Office products. Who wants to just sit in Word and Excel and diagnose Outlook problems all day for end users? There's actually more to that program than just the Office products. The Microsoft 365 developer program actually goes further into the Azure product line than most people know. In this video, I want to just kind of do some quick touch points about some of the tools that you can actually use within there for completely free. Microsoft offers as a renewable basis, I think it renews every 90 days or so, that you can use to further your career in cybersecurity. Click join now. It'll have you log into your Microsoft account, and I've already done that. You can see I've been using the Microsoft Developer 365 subscription for a little time here. And it gives you this little funky domain name, which is fine. You don't have to memorize this domain name if you own your own domain. I can show you how to fix that later on in this video. But if you go to your subscription, this is where a lot of people get stuck. They see that it's just Office 365. That's great. I can get into Teams, PowerPoint, Word. What am I going to do with this? Well, what a lot of people don't understand is that this is just the beginning part. You can actually type in portal.azure.com. You can actually log in to your Azure portal with your 365 developer account. It'll actually provide you all the different Azure services. And if you actually haven't started an Azure free trial, you can actually do that here as well. I've already burned up my Azure free trial a year and a half ago or so. It'll give you $200 in free credits, 12 months service, outside of the scope of this video. Most important thing is if you go into Microsoft Entra ID, it actually has a full-blown Microsoft Azure AD portal for you to use. Why is this important? Well, as a cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity professional, whatever your title or future title may be, a lot of things deal with the cloud. You'll be dealing a lot with identity access management, compliance, going through log files. And while the 365 developer account doesn't give you full reign access to all of Microsoft's features, this at least gives you a lot more of the features that's behind the paywall for free. For example, you can go through and click through pretty much any one of these, and you can start looking through groups, setting up different groups permissions. So this is a lot of your identity and access management. You can go through and set up, even down to setting up the tenant. So you start getting, diving into like the system administrator works. Here's the custom domain names. So I'll go through that a little later, how you can fix the funny little domain name that they give you. But one of the big things that you can also do is if you set up Azure, you can start going through logs for Azure. The other thing is Microsoft Intune. This is a lot of the setting up the compliance for devices that you may have, whether that's in Azure or on-premise, even Android and iOS devices. Microsoft Intune basically takes your devices and scans them and makes sure that they are all within compliance. Think of your like DoD SCAPs, STIGs, all that stuff. This is Microsoft's tool for that will check and make sure that your devices are all within a certain operating system version. So like if you're running Windows 10, you're within a certain like version revision of Windows before it's allowed on a network. It'll flag and let you know. It'll email you. There is quite a bit of setup to get this going, but it's great experience for you to understand how to use this tool. So you can deep dive through all this. I'm not going to deep dive. I just wanted to just show you guys that this tool is available for you for free. I'm not paying a dime for this. This is something that you can use. And the last thing I kind of just wanted to go over, as I said, is the domain name. When you start off, you'll get this weird domain name, and I'll have it blurred out here because it lives with the tenant. .onmicrosoft.com name. If you own your own domain name, you can actually attach it to your Developer 365 account, and not only can you use it to create your own personal login, you can run like a hybrid environment from your home lab connected to the Azure domain. You can also use it to create emails. If you wanted to have like an email account, don't abuse it and start sending spam from it or anything like that. Microsoft's going to shut you down in a heartbeat. And I wouldn't rely on it for any kind of business use. It's actually against the terms of service. It's a development account. Don't try to use it to get any kind of mail that you are going to rely on, because at any time Microsoft could pull this from you. But if you wanted to add a custom domain name, I'll show you an example here. Let's say if I wanted to use the other domain I own, initcyber.com, it'll give you the destination to point it to and the time to live and everything. And that's something you would put into your DNS record. Quick and simple. You put it into your DNS record at your DNS hosting provider. Go from there. It also gives you the MX records. It verifies it. It has some extra steps in the back end to do. Once you're done with that, you're connected, good to go. You can go in. You can start creating your users and your groups to go in. Everything, etc., etc. You can go in here, you can play around. I do suggest having an emergency access account like I do. That way, if you ever get locked out from your two-factor authentication, you can get back in. It's just best practice. Dive through this. You can use this to also go through the Microsoft certification programs. So AZ500, all the SC certifications, SC200, SC300, use the snot out of this thing. And then, if you want to dive into the development part of Azure, the 365 line, go through all of that and just learn. It gives you cloud skills, it gives you cybersecurity skills, makes you more marketable to employment, and it makes you a better person. It keeps you up to date. That's all I have. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys want to see anything else, let me know. Other than that, have a great day.